Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Troy, Michigan, here in greater Detroit City, where this morning we have an early morning rendezvous between the Chatfield Chargers and the Naperville Sabers. Good morning, everyone. I'm joined for our pregame show by cameraman, engineer extraordinaire, Lucas Leiferman. Good morning, Lucas. How are you?
Good morning.
Bright early start for the Chargers again, and building off of a great opening day in the 2025 CCM World Invite. Chargers won their first game yesterday 3-1 against the St. Clair Shores Saints.
The Saints.
Saints, yes, the Saints winning 3-1. Solid game, good start. Afternoon game, a little skyrockets in flight, as I like to say, a little afternoon delight.
Yep.
That one was a nail biter. Chargers won 3-2 over the Kensington Ravens, but it got spicy late.
Did.
Kensington gave everything they had to try and get the equalizer, but the Chargers pull it out. And on deck today for everyone as we do our pregame show is a matchup against the Naperville Sabers. Those of you that know hockey, maybe you don't, Naperville being a suburb of Chicago. So we played two Detroit area teams yesterday. We get a Chicagoland team today. And the Sabres are 1-1. They're looking up at the Chargers at their position, and they know that they need this game in order to advance to a quarterfinal game later today. So I expect their best effort. So, our pregame show is brought to you by the following sponsors: General Shale, America's largest producer of clay bricks since 1928. They're more than just bricks, they're building communities. Visit their website at generalshale.com. American Family Insurance agent Kevin Freidig. He wants you to put all of your dreams under their roof. They're located in Littleton at 10288 West Chatfield Avenue, Suite 302. Reach out to Kevin Freidig. His email address is kfreidig@amfam.com. Another proud sponsor, and this would hit the spot on a Saturday morning, Lucas. Bread and Salt.
Yes, the bread and salt.
Yes, classic breakfast and lunch restaurant featuring fresh and flavorful sandwiches and more. You know, this seems like a good morning for an omelet, Lucas.
Sounds really good right now.
It does. They have two locations, one in Lakewood, one in Frisco. Visit their website at breadandsaltfrisco.com. Another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey as the girls make their way to the bench area is Organic Clean Colorado. They're powerful, eco friendly cleaners made from just salt, water, and electricity. Safe for skin, pets, and food contact surfaces. Leaves no streaks, no residue, and no fragrance, making it a cleaner you can feel good about. They're made locally in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, Lucas.
Nice.
And for every sale, they're donating 15% to the Lady Chargers. Use the code CHAT15 at the checkout. Their website is organiccleanco.com. So, Lucas, we see the Chargers in their bench areas. We wrap up our pregame show, and then we'll have the warm up. We had an opportunity, a great sidebar conversation this morning with the coaches and from last night. The real takeaway from the effort yesterday was, finding enough energy in the gas tank, making sure that you stay ready to go. And that was what hopefully the girls took away from last night. What was your take on our conversation with the coaches this morning?
I just like you said, just keeping the gas tank full, bringing that good energy, um, being ready to play today.
Absolutely. Well, and that's just it. We'll have a full roster this morning to include Ava Simon. So we'll have three lines of D and three lines of forwards, which is always nice. The Sabres looks like they'll have equal numbers as well. Lucas, From what you've seen so far and talking with the coaches, what are your keys to the game for a Chargers win?
I think just maintaining that level of compete, the energy, um, just wanting to win more than the other team. I think we've shown we've got the skill, um, and I really want to see that cohesiveness that they've shown this weekend so far. Just playing together, the communication, um, and just wanting it.
Absolutely. You know, I've noticed all weekend, this is now going to be the third team in a row that we've played that's higher in the My Hockey rankings than us. And in a way, Lucas, it's given these girls a chip on their shoulder for the
Yep,
Chargers. They're out here to prove something that one, maybe the rankings aren't quite what they're up to be. But two, there's almost like an East Coast bias in those rankings favoring these Detroit and Chicago and Boston area teams.
absolutely.
So, yep. For me, what I want to see is we can't. We talked about it yesterday in that game against Kensington. It was those mental lapses. There was a couple mistakes that were made that led to just prime scoring chances. And these teams are all good enough at this level. If you give them opportunities, they're going to take it and they're going to make you pay the price. Well, there you have it. Limit the mistakes. I really like that. It's noteworthy that the girls from Chatfield stayed out of the box yesterday. Dr. James Robinson, as you can see him over there, the 2025 Executive of the Year for all things EMS related. I can't remember his official title. He told it to me last night. I was confused by it. I don't understand such fancy things, Lucas. But Dr. J is working the box. Let's keep him lonely again today. But, folks, it's time to put on your favorite listening sweater because coming up next, it's Sabers versus Chargers live from the Buffalo Wild Wings rink here in Troy, Michigan. Coming up next. As the girls gather in the circle, another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is the Colorado State Patrol Association. Since 1936, the association has been serving its members in all things related to pay, benefits, and retirement security. Over 89 years of service, Lucas, serving the members of the Colorado State Patrol. Another sponsor for the Chargers, a favorite of yours and mine, Smoking Yards Barbecue. Check out their breakfast brisket sandwich.
I didn't get any breakfast brisket this morning.
No, neither did I. All right, Chargers in their road black jerseys, trimmed in burgundy and silver. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. Sabers will be in yellow, trimmed in blue and black. Good to see a full crowd here. We should probably get an obligatory picture of the crowd so that way there's no question about the location of our fans. There was some question yesterday about where fans were loitering at, that maybe they were in a bar area. No such opportunities at 8 a.m. All right, starting lineup for the Chargers. At center is at right wing is Ani Miedema. At left wing is Clara Prill. Back on defense is Ava Simon and Julia Speed. And between the pipes is Olivia Oletsky. Face off won by the Chargers, comes back into the zone. Sabers putting a forecheck on. Chargers trying to get it out of the zone. Chargers able to push it out to neutral. Pushing forward is Bendra, intercepted there by Miedema. Miedema flutters it into the zone. Goalie brushes it over to the side. Sabres try to get it out of the zone. Puck stays in. Chargers have it. Can they get to it? Puck squirts out to neutral ice. Sabres quickly coming into the zone. Puck broken up there. Bendred on the back check is able to get it out of the zone. Sabres collect at neutral. They'll play it back into their zone. Sabres pushing forward along the far side. Bendrick gets it, pushes it off the boards. Sabres intercept at neutral. Sabres cutting through the middle. Puck into the feet. Good job there by Miedema on the back check, pushing the puck out of the zone. Bendrit putting the shoulder down and putting it into a Saber, frees the puck, and the puck comes out to neutral. Sabers will push the puck in. Icing is waved off on the deflection. Simon will hustle back and get the puck. Simon gets to it first, tied up there by two Sabers. She loses an edge, gets to her feet quickly, and it gets onto the stick there of Triboulet. Puck into the feet of Floyd. Floyd has it. She'll cut in, making a move through, shoots right into the glove of the goalie, and will freeze it. Nice shot by Floyd. First shot of the game goes to the Chargers. We're going to get ourselves a face-off in the Saber zone on the far dot. 13:31 to go here, first period. Face-off one there. Couteau gets it, plays it over to the boards. Sabers chop at it. Puck picked up there at neutral. Floyd has it in her feet. Or excuse me, that's Story. Story showing good energy this morning onto the stick of Floyd. Floyd has it moving around, shoots. That one goes just wide. Puck comes back towards the blue line. Couteau gets it, sends it pitch and catch along the near board. Puck comes out of the zone, but on the back check is Robinson. Spinning around at the blue line, coming out of the zone quickly is Hewitt. Hewitt comes in, she shoots. That one
Nice
goes right
shot.
into the glove. This goalie looks comfortable. Going to have to not let her use that glove, Lucas. Make her get down low, hit the pads, look for some of those greasy goals.
Yes.
12:51 to go here. First period, face off on the near dot. Floyd setters in. Face off won by the Chargers. Played back to Couteau. Couteau shoots. That one hits the side of a Saber. Puck stays in the zone. Sabres will play it up out of the zone. Couteau will fire it back in. Puck goes all the way down to the end boards. It's collected there by the Sabres. Sabres have it behind their net. They come up the near side. They'll play it over to open ice. Hewitt will collect. She'll spin over, get it to Harnish. Harnish comes in. She'll play it over to the corner. In hot pursuit is Williams. Williams' speed on display this morning. And it's five players up against the far boards, and the Sabres come out with the puck. Sabres quickly coming up through the zone. Puck played in deep. Back to challenge is Triboulet. Triboulet gets it to Williams. Williams plays it up along the boards, but it's knocked down by a Saber. Leiferman comes in to help, joins the fray, and gets it over to Triboulet. Triboulet reverses course. She'll come back to the near side, get it to Williams. Williams makes a move, comes to the near side. Williams plays it up and out of the zone, but it's knocked down by the Sabres. Puck pushed forward there. Chargers get to it, moving quickly. Brooke gives a little how do you do to a girl at center ice, introduces herself.
Got to keep your head up.
Looks like we've got a delayed penalty, though, on the Chargers for that. Puck comes into the zone. Delayed call coming on the Chargers. And it looks like the Chargers are going to draw a minor penalty. Roughing is going to be the call. Harnish is going to go to the box. I honestly thought that was just two girls running into each other and Brooke was freeing herself from the entanglement. But instead, we're going to get a roughing call on Harnish at the 11:14 minute. Lucas, am I wrong? This is hockey, correct? There's physical contact?
This looked like a two-car collision to me.
Yeah, minor crash, exchange information, file an online counter report. All right. Chargers shorthanded. Puck deflected, goes to the corner. Over to get it quickly. There we go. That's what you do. Chargers rattle it off the boards and get it out of the zone. Prill will go in pursuit. A minute 10 remaining in the minor penalty on Harnish for roughing. Honestly, Lucas, that looked closer to kitten whispers and tickle fights. Puck back to Simon. She'll fire it back into the zone. Sabres intercept before it can go deep. Puck comes back into the zone. Back to collect is Simon. Simon has it. She'll fire it around the boards. Back towards the blue line. Sabres have it. Puck goes down to the near boards. Played to the middle. Oleksky gets a pad on it. Nice job getting it out of harm's way is Simon. Shot deflected. Doesn't make it through traffic. Sabres have it. Puck played towards the middle. Shot through traffic. That one's deflected. Great block out front. Saber had a good chance in the high slot area, but it's blocked on its way in. Puck chipped in deep. Back to get it is Simon. Simon plays it to the corner to herself. She tries to play it up out of the zone. Puck goes behind the net. Speed eyeing, looking for someone in front. Sabres have it along the near boards, cycling down low beneath the goal line. Puck plays towards the middle. Puck is loose. Oleksky comes out, makes a save, can't see it. Puck goes to the far side of the net. Power play is over for the Sabres. Chargers able to kill it off. Puck is loose. Oleksky makes the save down low. Harnish gets it. She'll fire it off the boards, and here come the Chargers on the counter. Bender into the zone, one-on-one. She gets around one. Shoots. Oh! That goalie's got a nice glove. We're going to have to do something different. Go to that stick side because she is flashing the leather. Good job by the Chargers getting an opportunity after that. They'll flip the ice and send out fresh legs. 9:28 to go here. We're scoreless in the first period here at the Buffalo Wild Wings rink in Troy, Michigan. On the dot is Floyd. She wins the faceoff. Puck won there. Uh-oh. Played back out of the zone. Cruchot gets to it. Can't keep it. This one is offsides. Offsides right along the board here. We'll have a good view on this faceoff as it's just us here. Floyd settles in. Got Robinson on her right. On her left is Story. Back on defense are Hewitt and Cruteau. Face off won by the Sabres. Cruteau collects it, gets it out of the zone. Puck, a little patty kick along the boards here. Sabres try to bring it in, but it's knocked down. Sabres collect along the near boards. They'll send it down and around over to the far side. Over to collect is Hewitt. Hewitt tries to push it forward, gets it out of the zone, gets it past Story. Story has her stick slashed out of her hand. Puck rattles out of the zone by the Sabres, comes onto the stick of Cruteau. Cruteau gets it to Hewitt. Hewitt quickly up to Story. Story pushes forward, slowed down there by the Sabres. Puck held there nicely. Hewitt has it. She'll fire through traffic. Block, pad saved there by the goalie. Story gets to it first. Story looking for an outlet. It's tied up from behind, gets hit up high, and the Sabres shoot that one out. They're saying icing is waved off because one of the two defensemen could have played it. Puck comes up quickly to Robinson. Robinson, oh, she had a head of steam. Puck comes in. Floyd has it. She's 1-on-5. Completely outnumbered, but not outgunned, Lucas. Puck stays in the zone. Cruteau has it along the boards. Getting to it first is Harnish. Harnish puts it side of the net, goes wide. Puck comes over to the far side. Sabres play it out to neutral where it's intercepted by Cruteau. Cruteau gets it towards Harnish and comes into the zone. Sabres will collect and rattle it off the boards. Puck comes out to neutral. Cruteau plays it over to Hewitt. Hewitt looks for open ice. She cuts through the middle. Here comes Cruteau, or excuse me, Hewitt, coast to coast. Shoots high. Puck goes to the end boards. Hewitt gets her own rebound. Puck played back towards the blue where Triboulet will backhand it deeper into the corner. In on the chase comes Williams. Puck collected there by the Sabres. They'll try to get it out of the zone, but it's met with resistance along the far side. Sabres chip it out to neutral. It's intercepted. Here comes Triboulet. Puck comes in. Triboulet moves in. She makes a move. Triboulet shoots. Oh, that one, the backhand goes just off the blocker and goes wide. Puck stays in the zone. Sabres, though, drag it out. Here they come. Nice job there by Leiferman. What do we got here? She never fell. How is that a trip? Well, we've got another suspect call here at the 6:55 mark. This time, Leiferman is going to go to the box.
For
I don't think she made contact.
she didn't.
Is this attempted tripping? Can you call an attempted tripping? All right, Chargers on the kill. Face off one there by the Sabres. Leiferman in the box for 90 seconds for the attempted trip. Puck hits the side of the net. Oleksky brushes it further. Sabres get to it. Puck controlled here. Sabres moving behind the net. They'll cycle back up high. Shot through traffic. Never makes it through. Drouse goes to the corner to do battle. Over to challenge and support is Bendrit. Shot. Puck is loose. Bendrit has it, and she'll just fire it out of the zone. Great job by Bendrit. Sabres collect the puck. 55 seconds remaining in the power play on the attempted trip on Leiferman. Puck comes up through the middle. Sabres have it. Nice stick there. That's the exact same thing Leiferman did, but they called a penalty. Oleksky makes a save, pushes it behind the net. Puck up high, shot through traffic. Oleksky makes a save, puck loose. Wait a minute. We just got leveled in our own paint by number number 10 here, who fleeing the scene of the crime will come out to her wing position. All right, 6 minutes to go here in the first period. 36 seconds remain in the minor penalty. Sabres have it. Challenging puck shot, doesn't make it through. Puck comes out of the zone. It's hard to play 7-on-5, Lucas. It's even harder to play 7-on-4.
Yes, it is.
Puck slowed down there in neutral. Here come the Sabres into the zone. Puck slowed down. Nice stick there. Good job by Speed. Puck to the corner. Challenging. Puck back towards the blue line now. Sabres have it through traffic. Oleksky makes a save. Great save by Oleksky. And the power play is over. Coming up to the red line is Miedema. Puck played in. Hey, we've got ourselves a makeup call. So we're going to call it tight. This is the first call on the Sabres. We're finally going to get something. Penalty going on the Sabres. Number 17 will go to the box.
What was the attempted penalty on that one?
I believe it was an attempted body check, is what I saw.
Okay.
Is either that or a rough. But, okay, Chargers will get their first power play. 5:17 time of the penalty. Chargers send out power play unit 1. Floyd can't win the face-off. Sabres get it. Puck stays in the zone. Now the Sabres will collect. Collecting is Hewitt. Hewitt has it. She'll play it crisply up to Robinson. Robinson makes a move. She comes in, shoots. Oh, yes! That one hit the post. I thought that one was in. Daphne Robinson had that far side picked. Chargers have it. Puck along the board, cycling down low. Puck into the middle. Chargers able to keep it in. Good job by Floyd. Stepping forward is Bendrit. Sabres able to poke it out to neutral. Hewitt will pivot at center. She comes up through the middle. She leaves it there. Come to the stick of Triboulet. Triboulet comes in, giving her time and space. Puck back. Oh, excuse me. That was Speed. Shot. Puck loose. Rebound. Where's it at? Oh, juicy rebound, Lucas, right there. Puck down low. Floyd getting it. Back to Speed. Speed, pitch and catch along the far boards. Puck to the end boards. Floyd goes over to challenge, supported there by Story. Story digs it out. She's looking for help. Story plays it back to Floyd. Floyd looking for an outlet. Plays it in front. Shot. And there it is! Going into the back of the net. And at the 3:58 mark, the Chargers on a sweet pass from Floyd sets up Story, and the Chargers go on top 1-0. Tic-tac-toe hockey, Lucas. That's how you run a power play.
They earned that one.
All right. Ice is broken, Lucas. Chargers are on top 1-0. Sweet goal from Story at the 3:58 mark. Assist to Floyd. Chargers come into the zone. Puck across. Harnish gets to it. Plays it in deep. Puck cycles down low. Over to get it is Williams. Puck gets past. Leiferman doing battle in the corner. Puck out to the middle. Harnish shoots. Puck is loose. Williams knocked down in front. Known troublemaker again. Paying the price, but doing the dirty work. Here come the Sabres. Into the zone. Slowed down there nicely. Good job by Triboulet. Not giving anything easy. Triboulet gets the puck out of the zone. Moving quickly. Can Williams get to it? No, just misses it. But she does hard work. Leiferman in on the chase. Sabres get to the puck. They'll play it across over to the near side. Puck along to the near boards. Sabres will play it over to open ice. in front of the score box. They'll dump it into the zone. Puck rattles around. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first period. Onto the stick there. Lots of time. Trivellate plays it up off the boards, gets it to Williams, who finishes the change. Sabres collect at their blue line. Harnish will come in on the forecheck. Puck picked up there at the blue line, shot through traffic, and the goalie will make a save. Nice job stepping in at the blue line. The Sabres seemed content just to sit back in their zone.
Yeah, they held on to that puck for way too long. Didn't take advantage of the line change,
No,
but I'll take it.
absolutely. All right, Bendred in on the dot. Face off one there by the Sabres, but the Chargers are able to keep it in. Puck shot goes wide. Over to the near side. Sabres get to it quickly. Puck stays in the zone. Good job by the Chargers. Puck still in the zone, but the Sabres finally get it out. Sabres play it through the middle. It's broken up. Oh, Miedema's going to get a penalty.
For the slash.
That one is legit. That one's okay.
That one actually happened.
It is. Wasn't just an attempted penalty. This one was actually legitimate. All right. Time of the penalty is going to be 2:03. Miedema's going to go to the box. And there is a minor penalty up on the board for slashing. All right. In on the faceoff is Bendrit. She wins it cleanly, gets it to Drouse. Drouse ties up a player in the corner. Sabres come, try to put the puck back of the net. Puck goes over to the near side. Puck back up towards the blue line. Shot through traffic. That one goes high. Puck over to the corner. Get it out. Nope, that one's knocked down. Now you get it out. Puck still doesn't leave the zone. Now it does. Onto the stick there of Bendrit. Pushed forward further by Prill. Prill challenges as the puck leaves the zone. Bendrit intercepts the pass, plays it back into the Sabres zone. Sabres collect. They'll push it over to the far side. 50 seconds remaining in the minor penalty on. Oh, we get an icing. 47 seconds remain in the minor penalty on the Chargers. Miedema's in the box for the slash. Chargers are on top 1-0. Power play goal scored by Story, assist to Floyd. All right. Speaking of Floyd, she'll be in on the dot for a face-off while on the kill in the offensive zone. Face-off won there by the Sabres. Sabres play it off the boards. Chargers can't keep it in the zone. Sabres quickly coming into the zone. Puck played to the middle. Puck goes wide. Over to get it is Speed. Speed plays it off the board. That's when you launch it down the ice. You don't wait. You just get it out. Puck goes over to the far side. Over to challenges Simon. Pushed forward by Robinson. One-on-one into the zone. Oh, she's slowed down, but she'll keep the puck. Robinson quickly moving forward. That's a body check. Call the body check. Puck comes into the zone. Like, if you're going to let it happen, that's fine, but don't. Oletsky will hold on to the puck. Hey, watch the slash there. She had it under her glove. Yeah, we're watching you, 17. You want it up, sir?
Good.
You're good? Okay. 32 seconds remain in the period. Miedema's freed from Hockey Huskow.
She got to spend some time with her dad in the box.
That's quality time, Lucas. I don't know how a dad would spend better time with his kid than in the penalty box. Nothing says I love you like quality time in the penalty box. All right. Chargers win the faceoff. Puck comes over. Harnish will get to it. She'll rattle it off the boards, get it to Story. Puck plays off the boards. Williams has it. She makes a little move at the blue line and plays it in deep. Sabres collect. 10 seconds remain in the period. Harnish on the forecheck forces the puck. The Sabres are able to get to it. Puck on the stick of Hewitt. She's harassed from behind. She's chased to the far side. And the first period comes to an end. The Chargers with a power play goal at the 3:58 mark from Story. That's the difference right now. And they're up 1-0. This first period intermission, Lucas, is brought to you by Kevin Freidig, your American Family Insurance agent, located in Littleton, Colorado. Put all of your dreams under his roof, Lucas. Visit his office at 10288 West Chatfield Avenue, Suite 302. That's like the George Jefferson suite. He's moving on up.
Yes, he is.
I love that show, The Jeffersons. I loved when Mr. Jefferson would slam the door on everyone. You know, the zebras next door. He didn't care. He just
No,
didn't care.
no,
Yeah, it was awesome.
Jeffersons.
All right. First period in the books. Chargers on top 1-0. Lucas, what went right for the Chargers?
Well, I think we just played better. I think defensively, overall, we did a good job of shutting them down. We were doing pretty good controlling the neutral zone. Um, really, some good defense.
Yeah, pregame, I praised the team for not taking penalties, but we took three minor penalties that period.
Definitely some frustration.
You know, I understand the referees have a difficult job. I understand that, but like the one on Leiferman, that was an attempted trip. It wasn't a trip.
Right,
Yeah, maybe she stuck a leg out, but she didn't make contact. Like there's a mens rea that has to be satisfied. It's
right.
not just well, anyway. All right, second period. What do you want to see, Lucas?
Lots of energy.
Okay,
Lots of energy. I want to see the good defense continue to control the neutral zone and keep the puck down in their end.
absolutely. This first period intermission also brought to you by Bread and Salt, a classic breakfast and lunch restaurant featuring fresh and flavorful sandwiches and more. Two locations, one in Lakewood, one in Frisco. Visit their website at breadandsaltfrisco.com. All right, second period underway. Bendrit on the dot. She wins the faceoff, but the Sabers poke at it and drag it into the zone. Simon challenges, puck loose. Oletsky makes a save. Puck goes to the corner, gets onto the stick of Speed. Puck rubbed into the boards there. That's an elbow that came up high there that wasn't called, Lucas. Puck plays over to the near side. Chargers. Oh, what do we got there? Come on! Get out of there, 10. We don't need you over there. Vendrit's okay on the general thuggery that was committed. Let's see if we get more than just the two. No, we're just going to get the trip. All right. Vendrit seems no worse for wear. Trip. Fortunate that when she went into the board, she didn't go head first. 14:37, time of the penalty. Chargers on the power play. They'll send out power play unit one. You've got Floyd at center, Prill at wing, joined by Miedema. Face off one there by Floyd, gets it to Prill. Prill gets it over to Speed. Speed plays it to the middle, gets onto the stick. Prill shoots. Nice low shot there, Lucas, not giving the goalie that glove to use, hoping that Floyd could get a juicy rebound.
I like it.
All right, last minute change there by the Sabres. Puck drops, face off one. Speed gets it. Puck rebound comes over to the corner. Puck controlled there. Floyd gets it to Prill. Prill plays it back to Floyd. Floyd looking for the pass. Puck down low. Where's it at? Puck is loose. Right against that post there, Lucas. This time we'll move the face off to the dot on the far side. All right. Power play unit stays out. Floyd at center. She settles in on the dot. Face off one cleanly again by Floyd. She's won three in a row. Puck shot. That one, oh, the goalie gets just a blade of the stick on it. Puck played to the middle. Can they keep it in? No, that one's going to bounce out of the zone. Simon will get it. She'll play it over to Speed. Speed plays it forward, gets it to Prill, who plays it into the zone. Prill shoots it. Lollipops it into the glove of the goalie. So we'll send out power play unit two now. We're halfway through the minor penalty on the Sabres. We'll get a face-off on the dot. Leiferman will be in to take this face-off. She'll have Harnish on the left. Face-off one there by the Sabres. They rattle it off the boards, but it stays in the zone as it hits the official. Puck played back to the blue line. Hewitt gets it. She shoots. That one goes just wide.
Oh, we're going to get another
Yep.
penalty. Tripping.
Wait. What? Interference?
What?
So we're going to get called for interference, Lucas. So that will end the power play. We saw one of our players get tripped in the crease, but instead they call the interference. So going to the box for the minor penalty is uh, Natalie Williams. Face off one there. We're 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of room in this mall right now, Lucas. The ice is loose. Oletsky gets a blocker on it, sends it high. Puck comes in, knocked down. Puck, that one actually went up into the net. Puck up against the boards. A challenging officials crew today. Puck comes out of the zone. Nice job by the Chargers. This one goes all the way down. Icing is waved off as the Sabres are on a power play now. Puck comes into the zone, stays there. Robinson keeps it in, plays it. But here come the Sabres on the counter. Sabres at the blue line coming into the zone. Oh, into the feet. Leiferman will back it, hand it off the boards. Sabres come into the zone. Sabres with the puck along the near boards. Challenging, play towards the middle, loose. Oletsky will just reach out and smother it. She took the advice of Coach Brown that she got after the game. Not only did she cover the puck, but she put that stick in front to keep it as safe as possible.
Stopping him from poking at it.
That's right. You're going to just hit the stick then. All right, Bendred in on the dot. Good to see her back on the ice after that hard hit into the wall. Face off one. Sabres have it along the near boards. Puck back comes out of the zone. The blind back pass to no one. Sabres have it. Another blind backwards pass. This one will find a Sabre and they'll collect at center. Puck comes into the zone quickly. Drouse is back, keeping position. Puck loose. Block in front. Nice job by Robinson. Puck along the far side. Bendrick keeping position between her and the player. Puck blocked there. Nice block by Emma Bendrick. Power plays over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Chargers are able to kill it off. Sabres with the puck in the zone. Puck through the slot area. Shot. Oletsky's able to make a save. Nice save there. Puck comes over to Story. Story, can she get it out? No, the Sabres keep it in. And the Chargers, needing a break, will ice it. 11:41 to go here. Second period. Chargers are on top, 1-0. Proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is General Shale, America's largest producer of clay and brick or clay bricks since 1928. More than just bricks, Lucas. They're building communities. Visit their website at generalshale.com. Face off in the defensive zone, taken by Floyd. Can't win that one. Sabres keep it in. Puck goes to the end board. Sabres looking for it. Puck comes on. What? Why can't we get a call there? Puck comes into the zone. We get an offside. Goodness gracious me, Lucas. That's all I'm going to say. All right, settle down. Let's settle down. Let's get after it. Floyd in on the dot. Face off one there by Floyd. She'll push it into the zone. She'll come in on the chase. 11:15 to go here in the second period. Chargers are on top, 1-0. Puck behind the net. Chargers have it. They play it, right through the middle, but no one's there. Oletsky should have come out and played that. I think she thought it was played by a Sabre, hoping
I
for
think
the
so.
icing. Puck played. Oletsky makes the save, gets onto the stick of Simon. Simon has it. Puck pushed out of the zone. The Sabres will pick it up. In on the chase is Story. Puck picked off there. Here comes Floyd into the zone. Floyd makes a move to the middle. Backhands. Oh, that one goes just wide. Story gets to it quickly. Miedema gets to the puck first. She reverses it, digs it out, doing hard work in the corner. Miedema doing battle. Puck along the boards there. Puck stays in the zone. Nice job there by Simon. She shoots. Oh, that one's blocked on the way in. Floyd goes over to challenge. Puck stays in the zone. Nice job there. Chargers get it onto the stick of Floyd. Now on to Harnish. Harnish pushes forward, but the Sabres get it. Puck is knocked down by Story. Puck controlled there. Getting to it first is Story. Story gets it to Leiferman. Leiferman will chase it into the zone. She'll go to the corner. She plays it to herself, gets it into the feet of the Saber. Leiferman loses it though, but stepping up, here comes Hewitt. Hewitt shoots. Puck is loose.
Ah,
Oh, puck was there for a moment. Simon pushes it towards the net, but it goes to the end boards. Chargers moving quickly. Puck played over to the far side. Pinching in is Triboulet. Triboulet is knocked down. She'll get up and get it to Miedema. Miedema with the puck. Into the corner she goes. Spinning out of harm's way, gets it. She takes on three Sabres by herself. Hewitt, she'll cycle down low. Puck to the middle. Puck is loose. Oh, we're going to get a hold. I believe this one will go on the Sabres. So we're going to have a power play, Lucas. We're 1-for-1 on the power play. Well, we're 1-for-2. We had that
yep,
one that was
yep.
abbreviated because of the penalty. All right. Time of the penalty against the Sabres is 9:23. Holding is the call. We're going to get a face-off. Leiferman will be on the dot. She's got Harnish on the left, Williams on the right, Hewitt and Triboulet back on defense. Face-off won there by the Chargers. Harnish shoots it. Puck is blocked. Puck comes back to the zone, and it's controlled by Triboulet. Triboulet. She'll make a move. She'll come in. Triboulet shoots. That one's blocked. Puck is loose. Puck, oh, looking for it. Good effort down low, Lucas. Looking for that greasy goal again.
Yep, almost had it.
Yep. 9:04 to go here. Second period. Chargers on top 1-0 on the power play for another minute 11. We'll send out the Bendrit line. Bendrit wins the faceoff cleanly, comes back, shot through traffic. That one's knocked down by a Saber with their glove. Puck stays in the zone. Good job there, keeping it in the zone. Puck to the corner. Dragged down. Bendrit looking for someone, plays it off the net to herself. Bendrit plays it back to the blue line. Shot through traffic. That one's blocked and knocked down. Chargers have it. Puck pushed down. Moving quickly. Bendrit shoots. That one goes high. Stepping in to go get it is Hewitt. Cycling out to D is Prill. Puck into the corner. Hewitt gets it. She'll cycle to the middle. She'll play it, but it's knocked down. Can Prill get to it? No, it comes out of the zone. Prill will play it to Hewitt. Hewitt has it. She'll make a move around one. Makes a move around two. Hewitt makes another move. Hewitt shoots. Oh, tries to go 5-hole. She's denied. The Sabres are able to get it out of the zone. Nice stick work by Hewitt. Triboulet will go and get the puck. Puck played to the middle. Chargers have it. The Sabres with an aggressive forecheck while on the penalty kill. Power plays over. Bendrit gets it on her stick and gets it to Hewitt. Hewitt has it. She'll play it back to Bendrit. Bendrit will play it up. That one hits high off the glass, goes into the offensive zone. In on the chase comes Miedema. Miedema can't get to it before the Sabres chop it out to neutral. It's slowed down there by Bendrit. Bendrit, that's interference right there, but no call. Getting to the puck first is Robinson. Robinson behind the net, looking for an outlet. Still looking, still looking. Robinson opening up those tomahawks right there. She'll shoot through traffic. Puck goes wide. Puck over to the end boards, slowed down by Story. Story with the puck. She plays it to herself. She'll play it to the front of net. Stuff job. Stuff again. Puck loose. Puck comes
Shoot,
up
shoot,
high.
shoot.
Puck down low. Where's it at? Goalie's on her belly. And the Sabres can't get the puck out of the zone. Chargers able to keep it in. Oh, it's poked out of the zone. Nice job there at the blue line, not giving the Sabres an easy access. Controlled there. Uh-oh, turnover loose. Oletsky makes the save. Puck comes out. Puck over to the far side. Nice recovery by Oletsky on that turnover down low. Puck along the near boards.
We're going to get another power play for the body checking.
Let's see if this is a boarding. That one
Should be
was
a
pretty
boarding.
rough. Let's see what the call is here, Lucas. Time of the penalty is going to be 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Robinson took a rough ride there. Refs are discussing it. They've let a lot get away, and this is what happens is we're going to see what the call is here. Ref just talking into the word hole that is the glass right there. Looks like he's going to go over. Is there going to be a second player that needs to come serve? Yep, motioning to the coach. So this will be a 2-10 on the Sabers. This isn't for debate. Send a player over. Someone go serve the Jesus penalty. Time of the penalty is going to be 6:30. All right. So that player will spend a good part of the second, well, the rest of the second and all of the third in hockey Huskow. Speed has it. Puck loose down low. Where's it at? Oh,
No.
where?
Oh no.
Oh, right there on the doorstep. Flyers had a chance. Puck to the middle. Floyd shoots. Has it chopped down. Can't get to it. Speed will step up and she'll get to the puck down low. Sabers get to it and they'll fire it out. Puck goes all the way down. Oletsky barks out that there's one coming. It gets onto the stick there of Triboulet. Triboulet chopped from behind. Puck onto the stick, but it comes out of the zone. Sabers will get to it first. Sabers fire it deep into the zone. Back to get it is Triboulet. 45 seconds remain in this first part of the penalty. Comes up to Floyd. Chargers are having a hard time. Puck knocked down there. Hand pass. She knocked it down with her hand, and another player picked it up. So this will take it down into the Charger zone for a faceoff. 5:37 to go here in the second period. Chargers on top, 1-0. 38 seconds remaining in the first part of a 2-10 on the Sabers for boarding.
Need to get the puck out of our zone and make something happen with this power play.
Yep, Sabres win the faceoff. Puck's deflected, goes over to the far side. Getting to it first is Miedema. Miedema doing battle, can't hold on to it. It'll get onto the stick of Bendrit. Bendrit will make a move. She'll make another move, keeps it on her stick. Here she comes into the zone. She's got Prill on her left. She'll stop at the blue line, let everyone go by. Miedema shoots. That one goes high. Knocked down there by a Saber. Sabres get to it, and instead they'll start the counter. They'll dump the puck into the zone. Back to get it is Speed. Speed will get it. Power play is over. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Quickly coming is Speed. Carries it into the zone. Speed looking for an outlet. Goes behind the net. Tries the stuff job. Goalie makes a save. Puck is loose down low, and the Sabres get to it. Sabres rattle it down. That one's going to be icing. Icing is the call. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Chargers in a tough one here against the Sabres. We're going to get a face-off, though, Lucas, in the offensive zone on the near dot. You know what's tough, Lucas? Brick. And that's why General Shale is America's largest producer of clay bricks since 1928. More than just bricks, they're building communities. Go to generalshale.com for details. Hewitt goes and gets the puck. It goes into the zone. She'll go behind the safety of her net. She'll send it down and around, getting it over to the side, but the Sabres get to it, shot, and that one goes high. Oletsky was slightly out of position, but the shot was high. Robinson waiting for the puck to come to her. It doesn't quite make it. Instead, the Sabres play it to the corner. Chargers recover and get to it. Now it's onto the stick of Leiferman. Puck shot. Oletsky makes a save, pushes it out. Puck held in there by the Sabres along the far boards. Chargers go over to collect it. They get to it. Chargers have numbers that can move quickly. Comes over towards Leiferman, but the Sabres will chip it into the zone. Hewitt will collect. She'll go to the near corner where it's spun off. She's taken down from behind. No call there. Coming in to help support are her fellow teammates. Puck along the near boards. Sabres get it. Shot never makes it through. Here comes the Chargers. There we go. Puck comes out of the zone, getting trapped in our zone Sabers have it. They'll play it patty cake. Puck goes off of a stick. Back to get it is Drouse. John, 3:16 to go here in the second period. Puck rattled in by the Sabers. Back to get it is Hewitt. Puck held there. Puck comes up to Robinson. Robinson will backhand it. She'll move quickly into the zone. She'll go after the puck. Saber loses an edge. Puck slows down there, but the puck dangerously played to the middle. Sabres have numbers 3-on-2. Nice stick there by Hewitt, breaking up that attempt. Puck on the back check comes Floyd. Floyd can't get it out of the zone. Sabres try to play it in deeper, but intercepting is Hewitt. Sabres play it behind the net. Over to collect is Drouse. Drouse has it, plays it off the boards, gets it to Story. Story with the power play goal in the first, the difference in this game right now. A 1-0 lead. Puck, Oletsky doesn't allow it to set up in front. She denies the entry pass. Puck down low, loose, collected there by Floyd. Floyd comes out of the zone. Here she moves quickly through. Oh, can't get it past that first layer of defense. Chargers intercept. Hewitt will skate back into her zone. She's knocked down. Puck down. Puck, Oletsky makes the save. Puck loose. Hewitt, who was absolutely steamrolled right there, no call. She takes a stick up high. Some clock time ticks away here. Minute 47 to go here, Lucas, second period. Whistle was blown as Hewitt was down on the ice after taking a stick up high. Floyd will be in on the dot. Face off one there by the Sabres. They have it along the blue line. Puck intercepted there now. Here come the Chargers out of the zone. Puck pushed forward by Simon. Floyd can't get to it, but the Chargers fire it out. This one is going to be icing. Minute 33 to go here. We're going to get icing on the Chargers, so we'll bring it back into the Charger zone on the far dot. Lucas, we need this ice cut. This ice is really soft this morning
It
here on
is.
rink 2. It's a little damp here this morning. We had some fog. It's a little just gray and dreary. Face off one there by Floyd. Puck rattled around the boards, comes over to Harnish. Harnish gets it, plays it against the boards. Chargers have it. Pushing it out is Triboulet, but the puck doesn't leave the zone. Puck onto the stick there of Simon. Simon goes behind her net. She surveys and looks up, ties up there with several different Sabres. Puck flutters towards the net, but getting in the path of it was Floyd. Floyd plays it over to the far corner. She'll poke at it again. Gets it up and out. Here come the Chargers up out of the zone. You got numbers. Push it forward. Push it forward. Come on, Brooke. Oh, my goodness. Puck plays into the zone. Less than 1 minute remaining. Triboulet has just shouldered off the play there. Puck controlled there into the corner. Puck loose. Coming back on the back check is Harnish. Puck along the board. Shot through traffic. Deflected loose. Chargers get to it. Puck goes behind the net. Over to get it first is Simon. Simon has it. Puts it forward. Chargers can't get it out of the zone. Now they do. This one will actually go all the way down. The Sabres goalie will play it. 15 seconds remain in the period here. Sabres content to rattle it in. Over to get it is Triboulet. Triboulet gets it. Harnish will backhand it, but not out of the zone. Puck knocked down. Sabres get it. That one's down low. Where's it at? Get it out. Danger zone for sure. And Lucas will get to the ice cut in a gritty second period. But the Chargers remain on top 1-0. Sabres team.
Well, I was counting down the minutes to the
Yeah,
end of that period. I think we need a reset. They're getting a little flustered.
I agree. I expect from Coach Brown and Coach St. Ange both fire and brimstone because this Sabres team is mucking it up,
Yep.
and the Chargers are allowing them to do this. So we'll reset here. This second period intermission, though, Lucas, is brought to you by our partners at General Shale. They're America's largest producer of clay brick, and since 1928, they're building more than just bricks, they're building communities. Visit their website at generalshale.com. Another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is Bread and Salt. Once the game's over, head over there, get a classic breakfast. They also serve lunch if you're going to have a little later start to your day. Maybe you've got some leaf raking to do today. It's a nice day in the Denver area.
Yes.
But they have both breakfast and lunch. They feature fresh and flavorful sandwiches and more. They're located in Lakewood on Union Boulevard, as well as a location in Frisco.
Larry, when are you going to take your bride to Bread and Salt?
One of these days, did she pay you to say that?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. All right.
Maybe.
I promise I'll get her there. Visit their website at breadandsaltfrisco.com. A two brute, a two brute. I see. Another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is American Family Insurance agent Kevin Freidig. He's located in Littleton, Colorado at 10288 West Chatfield Avenue, suite number 302. Email Kevin at kfreidig, that's KFREIDIG, at amfam.com. Organic Clean Colorado, Lucas, and maybe that's what these officials need. They need to clean up.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Organic Clean is powerful, eco friendly cleaners made from just salt, water, and electricity. Safe for skin, kids, pets, and food contact surfaces. It leaves no streaks, no residue, and it has no fragrance, making it a cleaner you can feel good about. They're made locally in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. And for every sale, Lucas, if you go onto their website, every sale, 15% comes back to the Chargers, but you got to use the code CHAT, as in Chatfield,
Yep.
CHAT15,
Chat 15.
and visit their website at organiccleanco.com. Well, Lucas, I made mention of it at one point, and I generally don't go down this road, but man, oh man, it was apparent that we could not get a fair shake on some of these calls.
No, and I think there was actually a lot of frustration on both sides with the officiating. I
That
mean,
you heard it from our coaches. They were asking for, consistency, whether you're consistently good, consistently bad, just be consistent.
right.
And that's really what drew the ire of Coach Brown and Coach St. Ange. And then because of that inconsistency, you saw the Sabers take a few liberties,
Yep.
and that resulted in some big hits. We had the one on Bendred here along the boards. There was another heavy hit on Robinson. That led to a 2-10. And then there was yet another one where they missed it, where Hewitt took a stick up high.
Yep.
She was able to get up, but, the refs have contributed to this event. But that aside, Lucas, that second period, I said it at the end of the period, it was gritty.
It was very gritty.
So if you know that's the kind of game you're in, if you're Coach Brown right now, what are you telling your team in the locker room?
I'm just telling them to tune out the noise, and we just got to play our game, do what we know how to do, stay out of the box, and just play our game.
Absolutely. Yeah, the box has been a little busy today, but it settled down a little bit there in the second
It
period.
did.
So for the Chargers, their one goal was scored in the first period. A beautiful power play goal. That was our first power play of the game. Floyd was behind the net, set up a sweet pass to Story down low, who absolutely buried it.
Yep.
And at the 3:58 mark of the first, that made it 1-0. In the second, a some attempted penalties, just some general thuggery, just a hodgepodge mix of hockey.
Yep.
And we've seen this from the Chicagoland teams before. They play a physical brand of hockey. I think maybe we just needed that reminder. The Detroit team seemed to have a little more skill behind them, a little more, it's like you see this sometimes where these teams adhere to that neutral zone trap where they're just going to muck it up. And really, that's the kind of game we're in right now. We're going to have to find a way to power through this. For a good part of the second period, Lucas, the Chargers did keep the puck in the Saber zone, but we weren't able to get a lot of quality chances on that goalie.
Right.
So Zam continues to make its runs up and down the ice. We're at a brisk 9:07 here in the Eastern Time Zone. Folks in Colorado probably just making that first cup of coffee.
It's early.
It is. But the Chargers, and we talked about this pregame, Lucas, this is the wake up call. And in a one goal game, you've got to come out hard in this third period and put this to bed early because you don't want to give the Sabres any inkling that they can tie or win this game.
I agree. We need to come out, get another goal quick, get a little insurance, and play clean.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe the clean ice will favor our girls. I think there's a little bit more skill on that side.
I think so.
I mean, you saw, excuse me, Hewitt had that great move. She navigated through about four players and at the last second tried to go five hole. The goalie sniffed it out and closed the pads before she could do it. But we know that this goalie for the Sabres, she's got a good glove.
Yep.
And the Sabres are looking for those gritty kind of goals too. Oletsky's had to come out and make some saves there in the second. We've done a good job. I'm going to knock on wood right now as far as limiting our errors in our zone. There's some times where I'd like to see it move out a little bit faster. You know, if that outlet isn't there, just fire it out, reset, and do it again. All right, coaches have made it back to the bench. Our off ice officials are over there as well. Team medic Dr. James Robinson is serving as a team medic, probably checking on some players that took some rough rides there in that second
Yep.
period. That's why you love to have a guy like Dr. J around.
Asset to the team.
All right, one more pass for the Zam, and it should be done. All right. This third period is going to be brought to you by our partners, General Shale. They're America's largest producer of clay brick since 1928. More than just bricks, they're building communities. I do like that our girls have built a brick wall, blocking a lot of shots in front of Oletsky this game.
That has been great.
Officials make their way back to the ice. The Zam finishes up. And there we go. Chargers in their road blacks making their way back to the bench area. Want to thank our off ice official, Mr. Jim Miedema. Had some fun stories last night talking with Jim. Didn't
Yes.
realize that he met his lovely bride while they both worked on the Chicago Stock Exchange.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Good stories last night. Good company. That's what hockey's about. Good company.
Yes.
All right. Sabres make their way back to their bench area as well. Few Chargers making their way late back to the bench area. Looks like a few of the ladies had to go to the restroom. They're in the. All right. Goalie making her way back to the ice area. Fans migrating their way back in as well. That was a quick ice cut, Lucas. All right. 15 minutes, Lucas. Here we go. Face off one there by the Chargers. Controlled there by Story. She pushes it into the zone. Puck along the near boards. Story gets it along the far side. Challenged there by a Saber. Puck comes onto the stick of Floyd. Floyd makes a move to the middle. Oh, she loses it right at the last second. Floyd has it in her feet. She'll backhand it to the middle, but the Sabers intercept. Sabers play it off the boards. That one's going to be icing. Icing is the call. This fresh ice helps with that. So with 14:29 to go here, we'll get ourselves an icing. We'll have a face-off on the near dots.
Again, I'm not sure what's going on with the officiating, but one of the refs was having a full-on conversation with the coach in the middle of play.
All right, face-off one there by Floyd. Sabers get to it. Maybe they're discussing breakfast plans, Lucas.
I don't know.
Puck held there, loose. Over to get to it first is Story. Story challenges. Puck held there. Good job by Simon keeping it in. Robinson can't keep the puck in. The puck trickles past on the deflection. Over to get it first is Triboulet. Triboulet behind the net. Met there with resistance by the Sabers.
Oh, we're going to take a penalty
Sabers
there.
get a high stick. Puck controlled there. We're going to call an elbow on Triboulet.
She did get up a little bit high, but
Yeah, okay. All right. Time of the penalty is 13:51. Triboulet to the box with the elbow. We'll send out the PK unit. It's going to be centered by Bendrit, but it looks like Miedema will take the face off. Actually, Bendrit will move back to D. Puck shot through traffic. That one goes all the way, and Oletsky makes a save on the pads. Shot deflected, loose down low. Get it out of there. Puck loose. Puck gets out of the zone. Good job in front. Nice job by the Chargers. Puck shot down. In on the forecheck comes Miedema. Miedema challenges. She gets to the puck. Miedema shoots it in on the net. Nice job by Miedema. Sabers will play it over to open ice. Back to get it is Bendrit. Bendrit will fire it down the boards, and it goes all the way in. In to go get it is Miedema. Miedema has it from behind. Where's the call on that? She was held down low, but Miedema, a one-person wrecking crew on this kill.
She's out there playing 5-on-1 hockey.
She is. I like those odds for our favor. 13:10 to go here in the third. Chargers on top, 1-0. Triboulet in the box for the elbow. On the dot is Leiferman. Face off one by Leiferman. Shot. Oh. And Harnish is just hammered down after the shot. Leiferman on the forecheck plays the puck. Oh, beautiful pass in front. Harnish gets to it. She's smushed into the boards. Puck controlled there. Bendrit will shoot it. This one goes to the end boards. Getting to it first is Harnish. Harnish plays it back. This one goes all the way down. Back to get it is Bendrit. Bendrit hustles back. Oletsky barks out that the one
Send
is
it
coming.
down. Send it back down.
Bendrit will send it over to the near side. Over to challenge is Harnish. Shot through traffic. That one's deflected and goes behind the net. Bendrit sends it over to the corner. Knocked down there. Puck played to the corner, though, by the Sabres. Backhand pass to the middle. Puck over to the side. Harnish has it. She'll fire it out. Nice job firing it out of the zone. Power plays over. Good job by the Chargers killing off the minor penalty. Puck is loose. Where's it at? Sabres get to it first. Sabres have the puck controlled there at the blue line. Puck played across now in front of the score box. Puck shot in. Oletsky makes a save from a distant shot. Puck to the end boards. Bendrit plays it forward, gets it to Robinson. Robinson along the boards, can't get it out. Getting a stick on it was Leiferman, or excuse me, a foot. Collected there by Speed. Speed can't get it out. Puck goes to the corner on the far side where Bendrit plays it up, tries to get it to a teammate. Puck into the feet. Puck in. Here comes Robinson. She's got speed for days. 2-on-2. She's got her good partner, Maddie Floyd.
There
Gets
she
around one.
goes.
Robinson shoots. And there he is! Putting it into the back of the net at the 11:24 mark. Going coast to coast was Daphne Robinson, and that makes it 2-0. Shut your five hole. Daphne Robinson buries it into the back of the net and makes it 2-0 Chargers.
Well, the Sabres came out a little flat-footed there, and they paid for it.
You're going to pay. You're going to pay. Daphne Robinson has speed for days, and she exercised it right there. Shot or face off one there by the Chargers. I'll get to my point on why that was a good goal and a good shot in just a second. Sabres have it here. They come into the zone. Moving quickly through. Floyd comes in on the back check. Puck is loose. Oletsky's able to brush it aside, and it comes to the near corner. Sabres backhanded down and around. Floyd goes to challenge. Puck flutters out. Puck shot down by the Sabres, so they'll have to go back and get it. 10:55 to go here. Williams in on the forecheck. Story in on the other side. Puck plays to the middle. Chargers have it down low. Shot. Oh, that one goes just wide. 10:43 to go here. Third period. Chargers on top 2-0. Puck comes up to Simon. She'll gain the red line and she'll fire it in deep. There's the dump. Here comes the chase. Sabres with a big hill to climb now, down 2-0 as Harnish keeps the puck in deep. Puck goes to the end boards. Forecheck coming from Williams and Story. Puck over to the far side now. Harnish can't get to it. Puck comes out to neutral. Simon plays it off the boards. The Sabres backhanded into the zone. Simon plays it back to her D partner. Puck comes over to Drous. Drous gets it to Simon. Simon gets it to Harnish, who rattles it in deep. 10 minutes to go here, third period. Chargers on top, 2-0. Harnish behind the net. Saber hand passes it around to the corner, but no call there. Get away with that one. Triboulet knocks it down at the blue line and gets it to Story. Story comes over to the far side. Harassed there at the blue line. Puck deflected, and we're going to say that one is icing. 9:37 to go here. Icing on the Chargers. We'll bring this one back into the Charger zone for a face-off on the far dot. So, Lucas, on that goal, where did Robinson shoot? Low.
Left side.
She shot low because she knew that she had Floyd coming in, so if a rebound comes, she didn't put it up high for that goalie's glove.
Yep.
And that's why it was a doubly good shot because it went in, but if not, there was a juicy rebound waiting for a crashing Maddie Floyd. Puck goes out of play into the bench area. Saber will toss it back onto the ice. So we'll get a face-off. This one will be in the Saber zone on the far dot. 9:27 to go here. Chargers on top, 2-0. Goals by Story and Robinson. Leiferman in on the dot. Face-off one there by the Sabres. They rattle it off the boards. Puck able to stay in, but the Sabres get to it. Here they come into the zone. They'll dump it deep. Back to collect is Triboulet. Triboulet gets to it first. She'll backhand it down and around. Sabres intercept. They'll send it back towards the blue line. Puck is chopped down, but the Sabres are able to keep it in. The Chargers have had enough. They'll just fire it out again. A little bit of chaos there in the zone for a moment, Lucas, but the Chargers are able to regather and get the puck out. So we'll do this again. Face off in the Chargers zone on the far dot. Face off, one there by the Chargers. Good job by Floyd getting that one. Puck comes to Robinson. She moves quickly into the zone. She's feeling it. She got speed for days. Oh, back check from behind. Chargers get to the puck though. Puck onto the stick of from Floyd to Story, but Story can't corral it. Puck along the far boards. Puck played out of the zone. Simon will go back and get it. Oh, that one's going to be icing. Nice job. Smart move by Simon there. She slowed down the Saber just enough. She squared her
Yep.
up, eyed her up,
Yep.
and slowed down that attack. And as a result, the icing will bring it back into the Saber zone. It's the game within the game, Lucas.
Very much so.
Floyd on the dot. She wins the face-off, gets it to Simon.
Oh,
Simon has her stick lifted at the last second. Puck will quickly come into the zone. Floyd will come back and not allow a clean entry for the Saber. Coming back to help support is Speed. Speed has it, pushes it forward, gets it to Story, who can't kick it out of the zone. Sabres able to keep it in. Puck along the far boards. Puck goes behind the net. Challenging is Floyd. Floyd blows a tire. Puck to the middle. Turned over in front. Story gets it, and she'll get it out of the zone. This one won't have enough for icing. Puck goes all the way down. Chargers can make a wholesale change. 7 minutes, 53 seconds to go here in the third period. Chargers on top, 2-0. Puck through the middle, broken up nicely there. Chargers get to it. Can Floyd get to it? Yes. She's on the wrong side of red when she shoots it down. That one will be icing. She didn't have any gas left in the tank there. She was out there for a long shift. We'll get a change there. We'll send Miedema out on the dot. I like this. She'll have Harnish to her left. Face off one there by Miedema, but the Sabres get to it. Miedema pushes forward. Puck along the near boards. Harnish and Drouse doing battle along the near side. Puck comes out to neutral. Pushing it forward is Williams. Williams goes in on the forecheck, forces the Sabre to give up the puck. Sabres try to push it in. Miedema pushes forward. Miedema 1-on-2. She makes a move. Oh, has it poked off her stick at the last second. Keeping it in is Williams. Sabres chip it out of the zone. Icing is waved off here. Back to get it is Bendrit. Bendrit will go down beneath the line and she'll collect the puck. She'll play it off the boards. Puck to the middle there where it's going to be collected by Harnish. Harnish. Oh, overskates it just slightly, and it's controlled by the Sabres. Puck controlled there by Williams. Williams goes over to the far side. She'll move with speed now through the zone. Puck shot in deep. Nice job by Natalie. 6 minutes, 33 seconds to go here in the third period. Chargers on top, 2-0. Puck controlled there by the Sabres. They get it out of the zone. Sabres will give it right back. Triboulet will reverse course. She'll come in. She'll shoot. That one goes just wide. Getting to it first is Prill. Prill's hammered into the boards from behind, but no call. Puck controlled there by the Sabres. Sabres have it. They'll play it back down and around. Holding it in is Simon. Simon will make a move. She goes to the corner, loses an edge. Sabres collect. Elbow up high on Simon there, but no call. Simon ties the puck up in the corner. Tick, 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 tick. Sabres get the puck out of the zone, but the Chargers keep it in again. Great job by Simon. She gives a rough ride to a Sabre player, but Simon's going to go to the box. Simon playing physical, that's just a size difference,
Yep.
Lucas. Ava, the bigger, stronger girl, takes out the weaker, smaller Sabre, and Simon will go to the box here. Let's see. We got a head contact. Is that what we're calling? Time of the penalty is going to be 5:42. Head contact is the call.
Well, Larry, it'll be a interesting night at the hotel,
Yes, it will.
considering we're sharing a hotel with this team.
Cruteau's making her way towards the locker room. Not quite sure. Looks like there's going to be, I saw the signal for a head contact. So 2-10. So we're going to have to serve, someone's going to have to serve the minor. And serving the additional, who's it going to be here? Hewitt will serve the extra minor. So Simon in the box. So interesting play here by coach putting two defensemen in the box with Cruteau headed to the bench. Head contact. Puck up high, shot through traffic, doesn't make it through. Smart play there by the Chargers, tying it up in the corner. Puck is loose. Sabers play to the middle. Oletsky swats at it with her stick, gets it onto Floyd's stick. 55 seconds remaining in the penalty. Puck shot through traffic, and that one's deflected and goes in. And the Sabres get a power play goal at the 5-minute mark and party like it's 1999. And that makes it 2-1. Nothing Oletsky could do with that one. That was one as a deflection. All right. Power play's over. Simon will remain in the box for the remainder of the game. Cruteau's back in the bench area. All right. Puck comes in. Oletsky brushes it to the side. Sabres play it towards the middle. Slowing it down are the Chargers. Speed gets support there. Sabres play it to the front. Oletsky gets a stick on it. Puck is loose. Puck shot. Oletsky slides back over before the Sabres can get the shot off. Sabres have it along the boards. They'll rattle it down. Puck behind the net. Puck goes to the far side. Over to challenge is Prill. Puck played back to the blue line. Sabres get it. Puck near circle or far circle, excuse me. Shot. Oletsky makes a save. Great save by Oletsky there.
Looks like we're going to get another penalty. Interference in front of the in front of the net.
Interference on AAA at the 4:20 mark. Chargers are going to have to kill off one more penalty, Lucas. So out on the dot is Harnish. You've got Prill, Bendrit, and Speed. Face off one there by the Sabres. They'll play pitch and catch along the far boards. They'll play it to the middle. Puck comes over to the far side on the shot attempt. Puck behind the net. Sabres looking for the outlet. They'll send it over to the near boards. Puck sent down to the end boards now. Challenging is Harnish. Puck to the end boards. Bendrit goes after the puck. Puck over to the far side now. Sabres have it. Puck down to the corner, to the middle. Puck looking for the shot. It's knocked down. Oletsky will just freeze it, and she'll hold on to the puck. 3:48 to go here. Chargers on top, 2-1. Power play goal by the Sabres this period as Simon was in the box for the head contact. In on the dot is Floyd. Floyd wins the faceoff. Puck sent around the boards. Over to get it, though, are the Sabres. Sabres keep it along the near side. Puck goes over to the far side. This is all about effort right now, Lucas. 45 seconds remaining in this minor penalty. Puck to the middle. Sabres, can they get to it? Get it out, get it out. Yes,
Go.
that's what it takes right there. Effort. Puck controlled there. 28 seconds remain in the minor penalty. Puck shot all the way down. That one should be icing. Icing. Good there by the Chargers to hustle back, not allowing the Sabers to play that puck that was sent down. 3:11 to go, Lucas. In on the dot is Floyd. Face off one there. Floyd pushes it forward. 15 seconds remain in the minor penalty on Triboulet. Puck up through the middle. Sabers push it forward. Broken up there by Floyd. Floyd knocks at it. Nice job there. Sabers will fire it into the zone. It's knocked down by Bendrit. Bendrit looks over her shoulder. She'll get to the puck first. She'll send it off the boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Icing is waved off. Penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here. Chargers on top, 2-1. Puck over to the far side. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Good job by Ani Miedema. She is doing the hard work once again. Puck into the far corner. Saber gets up high on the Charger, but no call there. Puck up against the boards. Puck loose. Who gets to it first? Puck by the Sabres there. Puck played down low. Getting to it is Miedema. Miedema backhands it in front. Oh, beautiful pass. No one there. Sabres will chip it off the glass. Back to get it is Leiferman. Leiferman moving quickly. I like that speed. Go, go, go. She ridden off the puck there by a Saber. Puck comes back into the zone. Bendrit will get it. She'll collect. She'll shoot it off the boards. This one will be shot down, and that one is icing. The D had been out there for a while, Lucas. We needed to get fresh legs.
Yep.
All right. Big face off right here. Minute 42 to go. We're on the near dot. Chargers are on top 2-1. Brooke Harnish digs in. Face off one there by the Sabres. Puck along the near boards. Sabres will push it to the end boards. They'll play it in front. Puck goes over to the far side. A minute 30 remaining, Lucas. Chargers on top 2-1. Puck up into the corner. 2, 3, 4 players on the ice at that point, falling down. Sabres try to get it out. Here come the Chargers, 2-on-1. They've got numbers if they hurry. Robinson into the zone. She gets around. Oh, has it.
There we go.
Shot hits the goalie in the
that should
beak.
be a penalty shot.
Puck, where's it at? We're just taking time. Oletsky's able to get to the bench. Shot. Goalie makes a save. Chargers can keep the puck. Oh, they did not touch that puck. We got to it first. And once again, we've got another player down. This goes beyond general thuggery. This is now general mayhem by the Sabres.
She had the shot.
Dr. J is going to have to check on a few girls. He's going to earn his combat medic badge today, Lucas. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And by the way, thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day this week. Thank you for your
You're
service
welcome.
to the United States Marine Corps. All right. Face off. One there by the Chargers. Sabres can't get it out of the zone. Chargers setting up the power play shot. Where's it at? Puck is loose. Goalie lost sight of it. Speed able to keep it in. Chargers to the middle. Gets to Speed. Speed shoots.
Nice
Goalie
shot.
makes a save. Can't be careless here. Puck stays in the zone. Good job by Triboulet. Puck shot. Goalie makes a save, and she'll hold on to it. Keeping the puck in the Saber zone. 32.8 seconds remaining. All right. Floyd will be on the dot. She's got Story on the right. Face off one there by Floyd, but the Sabres get it. They'll send it around to the far side. Puck gets out of the zone. On the back check comes Floyd. Puck shot in. That one goes wide over to the near side. Sabres get to it. Puck slowed down. Puck to the end boards. Just tie it up. Tie it up. 15 seconds remain. Chargers are on top 2-1. Puck along the far side. Puck pushed out.
There we go.
That one is going to do it, Lucas. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Puck, this game. Sound the horn, Lucas. Sound the horn. Oh, the game is over. Great game here by the Chargers. A team victory for sure. They had to play shorthanded all game as the officials made it incredibly difficult. Multiple players taking big hits, but the Chargers win 2-1. Handshakes by all. The Sabers will move to 1-2, likely a consolation game. The Chargers finish pool play, Lucas, 3-0, and we'll await to see who our next opponent is. We got to check on some players, Lucas, to make sure they're okay. All right. Final score here from the Buffalo Wild Wings rink, Lucas, is Chargers 2, Sabres 1. We'll give this Sabre player her moment of prayer here. And amen. All right, Lucas. Final score Chargers 2, Sabres 1. Tough, gritty game for sure.
Very tough game.
Your 3 stars of the game are brought to you by General Shale, America's largest producer of clay brick since 1928. More than just bricks, they're building communities. So, Lucas, I have a couple players for us for our number 3 star, and that's going to be the people who got it started for us. It's going to be Ella Story and Maddie Floyd. That power play goal, that tic tac toe, that was
Yep.
beautiful. That got things started off right at that. Your number 2 star of the game with some really big saves. The only one that beat her was a deflection.
Yep.
That's Olivia Oletsky. Honestly, that's the best game I've seen her play this weekend. She was sharp. And your number 1 star with the game winner late in the game was Daphne Robinson. She had speed for days, beat the goalie. And like I said, it was a double smart shot because
Yep.
she shot low. She knew she had Floyd crashing in, but beats the goalie 5-hole. And that's the difference in the game 2-1. It's worth noting. I always like to say this, but man, oh man, you see Ani Miedema time and time again. She is just Lucas. I like to say this at work. There's show ponies and there's workhorses. And honest to God, if you could take the drive and energy that Ani Miedema has and you could disperse that to every kid and duplicate it,
Oh yes.
we would be unstoppable.
Yes.
Unstoppable. So there you have it. We're done here in Troy. We'll figure out what time we play later today. For my cameraman and engineer extraordinaire, Lucas Leiferman, I'm Larry Oletsky, the least important person in the broadcast. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you later this afternoon. We'll figure out game time. We'll send it out on the chat. Final score Chargers 2, Sabres 1. We'll see you later,
See you in a
folks.
bit.